Congratulations, must be sweet to win that one.
Yeah, look, it was really sweet, I suppose. Look, as I said previously, I hadn't played a game in 2 years nearly in a Munster Championship game or any championship game, and just coming into Thurles, I was just said leaving home today that I was going to enjoy every last minute of it. And I suppose all year, like I got a bad injury last year, and all I kept saying in my head was playing another championship game. Hopefully, I'll get to play another one with crowds another while, but. Yeah, look, it was fantastic. We knew we were coming in at the right time, right frame of mind. Training's been super over the last number of weeks. We've been getting results as well, which builds morale, and everyone within the panel seemed to be coming right at the right time. And yeah, look, it was great.
I mean, you really hit the ground running. I mean, you got sixes, first 7 points, and really flying into the game. I mean, were you expecting that kind of a bright start?
I was when I saw the warm-up. Jesus, I've never seen the warm-up. It was sharp. I think it was a ball draft. The ball was absolutely being flown at lads, and yeah, look, we just we knew in the warm-up that you just could feel that intensity was coming all week. Like the lads have been just talking about coming with a fight and an intensity. And look, in fairness to the management, they got all their things right all week with their analysis of Waterford and our own self and how we could improve from the other games. And look, we can't fault them. They've done a super job this year so far.
I suppose the penalty was important. You'd hit a lot of wides as well, and there was only maybe 4 or 5 points in it at the time, which Clare probably, for the domination that they had, probably needed to be a bit more. So that penalty was kind of crucial to me at half time.
Yeah, like look, we've probably done most of the hurling, and it was kind of frustrating because. Like, we went in at half time, I think our shot efficiency was only at 50%. Like we'd scored 14, whatever, 113, but we'd scored 14 shots. So that meant we'd missed another 14, which is very bad. And the same thing was kind of going to happen in the second half. And you could just hear lads getting a bit anxious with 10 minutes to go, like kind of saying, "Come on, Jesus, tell him to score him." But I suppose they're not trying to hit him wide. Like that's what I was trying to say to him. I said, think like a forward. He's not hardly trying to hit it wide, but. Shan went through in goal there and tried to pass it off, and he was the man. There was lads. He had 2 or 3 yards to shoot. Like no one maybe told him, but he missed another shot in the first half. But look, that might come the next day. We're happy to get over the line. Lads are in good form. They're winning the ball. They're getting just kind of that little bit of composure in front of goals. Against Kilkenny, we got those goals. Maybe not today, but we had the chances, which was good.
You seem to enjoy the centre back. You're talking about no game in 2 years, but that's your first game at centre back for Clare. So I mean, you really dominated there in patches. You really seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, look, I loved it. Yeah, look, at the start of your Brian just said, like, would you be up for it? I kind of was doubting myself and think playing as a forward all my life, but yeah, I said I'd give it a go. I'd rise to the challenge. In fairness, for the first game or two, like I was going fine, but I wouldn't say I was setting the world alight. But yeah, Ryan stuck with me, and the management have been great that way. They said, like, it's not changing, so lump it or like it, you're going to be there. So I've kind of grown into it. Like I said, we were just going to make it as tough as defence as we could make over the last few weeks, and I think we've done that over the last few weeks. And yeah, it's great communication, great. It's a different idea. And I suppose I can give our own backs a bit of a pointers in terms of being a forward all my life. Kind of, that's what you have to try and think, like, how is a forward, what's he now want, like, so that's what I'm trying to think, like, and the rest of the backs are trying to do as well.
So no championship game in 2 years, and now you've got 2 in the space of 7 days. So you look forward to a big game against Tip next week.
I don't know, my legs cramped up near the end there, and I dived over the sideline, and I thought the knee was kind of sore again and grazed the foot. But yeah, look, sure, like, that's what you want. You want games, like, you want to keep going. You want to be out in Thurles, like, no better sad to be on. Sunny day, it's supposed to be a beautiful week again. So we're just about recovering, finish work now as well in primary teaching, so it's 8 weeks off, so eat up, work hard for the week and recover, and yeah, just enjoy it.
John, how does it compare playing centre back to playing in the forwards?
I suppose in the forwards, like, I suppose the first 2 weeks, every time I won a ball I was trying to get out through, play like a forward, take a man on. Sometimes in the backs you have to kind of think, okay, you're not always going to get out, so you have to try and think a bit differently, sometimes be composed in the ball, see what your options are. And I suppose as a forward, like, as being a forward, I'm not afraid to hit shots or or hit passes, so sometimes the backs will often get a nosebleed if he goes too far, so that won't happen to me anyway. So yeah, look, and I've been saying that to the backs, just be composed, use the ball well, and I think we've been kind of going between short, long, we're varying it up, which is great, like, so it's very hard to close us down. And I'm sure Tip will be we're trying to work on things now for the week to try and get us turn us over, and no better team to do so.
And just last question from me. How do you find this format compared to the Munster round robin? How do you find the Munster knockout?
I love the new Munster round robin. Look, it's week on week. That's what you want to be playing. You want to be playing games. I know, like this year now, it's going to be tight again. You're going to be playing nearly week on week again, and because of the short time frame. But the old format was great. But sometimes it's great to have that kind of cutting edge to a championship feel as well. And that's what was out there today.
In the first 10 minutes there, John, of that game, you were centre back there, and the backs really, Tony was popping over points and that, but the backs really set down the marker, I thought there, especially in that 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the game. You hit them hard, you were going in really hard. That ball that went out over the line there that time, you really put your body on the line there again, which is an important interception at that stage. But there's really, I felt, where you won the game. You were able to go in and win those hard battles, like.
Yeah, but look, it comes down to lads communicating properly, and that drive has been in training. Like, the subs have been putting massive pressure on everyone, and our games have been very intense in training. Look, like, maybe that wasn't the way it was at the start of the league, but as the weeks have gone on, things have improved and lads have got into form, and that's what you want, that's what you want, to be out there. And look, there's no point in our big thing all week, and big thing from Brian is, like, once 3:30 comes, we have to be ready, and there's no point in putting on that jersey if you stay at home otherwise, if you're not ready for the battle.
Yeah, from the interim game you've improved all the way up along, and it seems that Brian and your strength and conditioning and all that, they've got it spot on for today, the big day here in Thurles.
Yeah, look, we only finished 3 or 4 weeks and we were back training again, and in fairness, they got in Mike Carmody this year as a kind of running coach, and everything was tracked to the T. And look, personally, I've never been as fit in my life from the work that he's done with us. And look, a testament to everyone within the panel. They really put their head down and worked. Like, it was hard training on your own. We were going down to the field and wet nights and dirty nights, but look, that's been every county, I suppose. But testament to they gave us everything was so clear and structured, and I think at times they didn't even realise the amount of training they were giving us. But, it's easy to give it when you're not seeing lads. But lads came back in serious condition and shape, and you can see that out there today.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations, John. You played a tremendous game. Thanks.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks very much for your time.